Hello everyone, my name is Dustin Rethman. I hope you're all having a good summer. It's going fast as heck, as always. Today's Friday 5 is going to be about St. Augustine. So just to give you a little background, maybe his little life story here a little bit. St. Augustine, born to parents Monica and Patrius. Patrius' father was not actually a practicing, Catholic or a believer, while on the other hand, his mother, Monica, was a very devout Catholic and actually has a lot to do with how Augustine found the Lord and really let him take over his life. So when Augustine went off to school, he had a very sharp mind and a great personality. And, his parents they saw that in him. So they sent him to a very nice school to get this education. And right after he moved away, Patrius, his father, passed away, and this was not easy on Augustine, and his life started, swirling in the wrong direction. Kind of lived a life full of sin and partying, and just, Jesus was nowhere to be found. This went on for about a decade, and going back, his mother, Monica, who also is a saint, she would pray for Augustine every day to find the Lord and to let him, help him and assist him in life. And it wasn't until he was 32 years old when he had this spiritual conversion. And man, he did not look back, Augustine. He just let the Lord take over and would go on to do great things. He would go on to be a priest. He'd become head of the diocese. He became a bishop, practiced as a bishop for 35 years, actually. And he was known a lot for his sermons and his writings because he was just so powerful. The way his mind worked, it just got people's attention. And he was one of those guys where when Augustine talked, everyone wanted to listen. He was enlightened, and he was, like I said, once he got God into his life, this conversion, his life just switched so much better, and he was so much happier than what he was for that decade of living that life of sin and partying. And I just think it's relatable because how many even myself go off to college, it's so easy fall into that partying and all that, where all that sin's involved. And I mean, not only that, it just sucks because in today's world, sin's everywhere. You turn on the radio, you turn on the TV, you go on the internet, you go on your phone, social media. It's pretty hard to avoid. So it's good to remember how St. Augustine, used his powerful mind to get away from that. Use that time, to strengthen your relationship with Christ. Avoid that sin when the best you can. He was also known, for his sacrifice. He was a popular guy, so Augustine had to give up, a lot of things he was doing prior to when he found the Lord. And I think sacrificing is just a huge thing, especially for guys, to build that relationship with the Lord. Give up a lot of those things you're doing, in your free time. Use it to be a disciple. Use it to, even if you change one person, it's crazy. But I just thought, St. Augustine, his story was just relatable for young adults because, a lot of people go through that time in their life where it's just kind of uncertain. They don't know maybe what they want to do when they grow up, and it's hard to keep that relationship strong with the Lord. So I just think it's very important to have that foundation with the Lord, and then no matter how far away you get from Jesus during periods of your life, you can always go back to that foundation, and then you have that foundation and you can build on that foundation. You start figuring out some things and things are going right. Just really build on that and keep them in your life. Think of St. Augustine, use his story as motivation. He was 32 years old. It's never too late. It's never too late to find the Lord and, start living your life for him. A life with God, it's going to leave you with eternal happiness. Not none of the short-term stuff where you can go out, have the time of your life for one night. You wake up the next morning, it's like, am I really happy? So I think it's important, very important to remember that. And St. Augustine went through it, and he's a saint now. So what means that we can't do that? So I just want to leave you guys with, it's never too late to give your mind, body, and soul to our Lord Jesus Christ. Remember that, and just keep it with you. It's Friday. Have a good day, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the Friday 5. See ya.